So we're talking about dating while you're divorced, or you come from a divorced environment and you're dating. Yeah.
And how it affects the kids.
I think my take on this thing from a Christian perspective, number one, if you go through separation and divorce, find your healing first.
Yeah.
Heal from that trauma. Understand, why did you get to where you got with this human being? Because it is not just about her. You can't just say it was her.
Yeah.
There's a role you played in the entire thing. So seek healing, seek therapy, seek. Number two, after you are healed, you can make a decision.
Yeah.
You can, singlehood is allowed. You know, you can be single.
And it's amazing.
Yeah, you can be single and raise your kids and support your kids.
Yeah.
You can choose to remarry. By remarry, I mean going back to that guy, the father of your children or the mother of your children. You can choose to go. Thank you. I needed that.
Sorry.
Yes.
Sorry. Hold on. So you said Christian perspective. Remarry is go back to the person.
Yeah,
you can
remarry the
person or someone else.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So that's
Or someone
another
else.
option.
Okay.
And then the other option, according to how your divorce happened, the Bible is very clear on some of the guidelines. You can choose to get a new partner and move on with them. Now, so for me, the number one thing is healing. Find yourself first. Give yourself some time, to go through therapy, to go through healing. And then there are many options in life because some of us, we rush into getting a chick, somebody. And we want it because, once you have tested marriage, you want marriage. When there's somebody cuddling you in the month of June and July in this city.
I think it was so cold last year, by the way.
It's like, and once you've married, you think it is your right. The hardest thing, I think, after you go through divorce and separation is sexual purity for Christians.
Yeah.
How do you handle sexual purity? People don't, in divorce care we talk about it, sexual purity. How do you handle it? How do you justify, which is the better evil? Do you do toys, or do you masturbate, or do you marry and get a guy, casual sex person, and move on?
You discussed that in divorce care?
Yes.
We are discussing it.
It's reality. You see, the thing is that unfortunately we've gone into a place where, especially Christians, you've gone into a place where you're so spiritual, you do not discuss life, and then you get the people who really need that help stay away because they're like, I'm coming to you and I've got all these urges. I need you to help me figure it out. You're giving me scripture.
Yeah. Like
scripture is not going to help me.
This
is real life. And for me, one of the things I tell people, number one, you've got to understand, hurt people hurt people.
Yeah.
If you're hurt, you hurt people.
Yeah.
That's number one. Number two, do not become the person who hurt you. Because the things that were done to you, you will, without knowing, do them to someone else. Because you'll be saying, I opened my heart and I was this loving wife, I was this loving husband, and I was doing this, and this person hurt me. So now when she's trying to be open with me, I'm blocking her. When she's trying to be, loyal to me, I'm saying, I don't trust you. Right? And then I'm like, because that happened to me, okay, fine, I know she's loyal, I know she wants to be with me, but I'm also talking to you. Right? So I become the person who hurt me.
Let me just push this further. People who are abused, they become better abusers.
Oh, yes. Yeah. They refine.
You went through an abusive relationship, you learned coping mechanisms to push away the abuser, and you become a better abuser. So when you leave that marriage, you are an abuser, remember that. You might call him or her a narcissist and everything, but you could be a better narcissist person. And so you need to allow God and healing to introspect and say, what? Because if another son of David, or rather Adam, or a daughter of Eve showed up, you're going to abuse them like crazy.
And also, and feel nothing, because for you, it's normal.
I think self-awareness is very important. It is. Because as much as you have been abused and have gone through healing process to be aware of who you are, and also to get to the point where you define who you are and who you want to be, then it becomes different.
So for the divorcee or the separated person thinking remarriage, pause. Pause, heal, and then the task now is, if you really want to move on, find a healed person. Because also finding a healed person, I can find you, you're beautiful and everything, but you're not healed.
Yeah.
You want to come and bleed on me, vomit on me. I'm not going to take that.
Hallelujah.
I'd rather be single than take somebody into my roof and I become their counselor, their therapist. When will we ever relate as a husband and wife? And now I'm a therapist.
I actually told someone, like, I got up and say, we're here. You make a decision. You're in this relationship and we're going for a long haul, committed, or we are out. There's no two ways. You can't have one foot in and one foot out. And they told me, why are you pushing me? If you push me, I'll give you an answer that you don't want to hear. I said, by the way, let me give you some advice. I used to believe in love and I wanted so much, so I would compromise and everything. Where I am right now, I want a response. You're in or you're out. I'm not afraid of you telling me you're out, because I would rather have the pain now than later. So you're not going to come and hold me and say, if you push me, I will do this. Fine, do it. And I say, and as they were trying to now avoid giving me a concrete answer, I said, and you have 1 week. If in that 1 week you don't give me an answer, I will assume the answer and I'm moving on.
1 week.
I was blocked right there.
I want to hear the ladies now.
Jesus.
He's
because
alive.
at that moment, he's alive. In that moment, when you give somebody an ultimatum, how long had you been together?
2 years.
Oh, okay, that one, that one, that's a long time. Somebody comes to me right now and tells me, woman, I'll go like Jesus Christ. What?
No, you see, because there's stuff happen, and you say, okay, because this happened, and I'm like, yeah, but that happened on your side, and I'm not going to bring that up. But you want to bring up things that happen on my side. Nobody is perfect. I'll be the first person to tell you I'm not perfect, and I have loved you, in all your imperfection. I've seen perfection in your imperfection, and I believe that we can do this, and we have the potential. Now you're telling me there's, you still want to think about it. You want me to treat you as a wife, as you're here as a girl? Hell no. I don't have time for that. I'm focusing.
It just means you guys are on different levels. You're not walking on the same path.
Different frequencies, different
Do you
seasons.
think?
I don't want my time to be wasted. I've got kids to raise. I've got a company to build. Why am I investing in you if I do not know if tomorrow you're going to leave?
Okay. Do you think? I got to the point where I felt that even though we get to know each other 1 year, 2 years, 3 years down the road, we'll never really get to know each other.
True.
Yeah.
True.
I am of the opinion at this particular moment that when you meet somebody over 1, 2, 3, 4 times, you already know if you can spend a lifetime with them or you cannot.
Whether you're willing to. It's not if you can. You
If
can.
you're willing to.
Are you willing
Yes.
to? What are you willing to compromise? And another thing, and I've actually been telling this, especially to the ladies, especially the young ladies, really be careful and focus on yourself and be self-aware as you turn 40.
Okay.
Because at 40, around that point, there's hormonal changes that you do not even realize. That's what we were talking about earlier. You start becoming rebellious. You start getting to a place where you're becoming old. And if you do not understand it, you can go up the deep end, because now you gravitate towards certain people. You can be able to say, okay, I'm this boldness and everything, I want to be able to push it into my marriage, where I'm able to tell my husband, no, we're not doing this, we're going in this direction. I'm stepping into my own. Or I will take it and say, you know what, I don't care what you're saying, I don't want to go in that direction. I'm going to now hang out with these other women who are divorcees and all of you, and we are despising you, and you end your marriage.
Can I give you something, Tony, which is a totally different perspective, maybe because I'm very rebellious. Let me give you a different perspective. I'm turning 42 in May. Oh my God. The men that are gravitating towards me, now they are dating now. Maybe you are talking about a marriage perspective. Are you talking from a marriage perspective?
No, here I'm just talking about
generally.
And not just even on relationship.
Yeah.
But they just Google about it. What happens to a girl when she's turning 40? But it's actually scientific.
Remember,
Yes,
we had
we
discussed
become
that
more-
estrogen goes down and
Yes,
testosterone.
and
So, yeah, and so even the way you're thinking, there's a lot of things. And unfortunately, both my marriages, that's the time they book.
Okay. She has a
For
story
me,
here.
my perspective is that the gentlemen who are coming towards me or who are gravitating towards me, are very much in their feminine energy because they want to be dominated by me. And people ask me, why are you single? Why are you single? Now, let me tell you why. Because I cannot stomach to dominate a man. However, there are men out there who are looking to be dominated by me. Wanjiku. I would like to dominate in the business environment, which I have no problem being in, in other environments. But with a partner, oh boy, take me over.
You need to start by looking at the history, the parents. Because what you've just talked about is men who have possibly coming from single parenthood, where the mother has not allowed them to have a male figure.
Or a family where the mom was the
voice.
Yeah.
Well, it's the same thing. It's the same thing
Yeah.
where it has been, the lady has been the one, always calling the shots in the
Yes,
life, and not allowed a man to mentor them.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, you will find, a man will come and say, "Look, I know you're, rebellious. I know you're aggressive. I will sit back." Do your thing.
Can I add a coaching
perspective?
I'll say, do your thing.
Yeah.
Let me add a coaching perspective from this point, on the same point. Most of the time when a guy is attracted to such a lady, the same thing, it's because of upbringing, So maybe the mom was always doing business or at work, so he never got enough time or attention, or so he's kind of like repeating the same patterns very subconsciously. I want to conquer you so that I can get what I didn't get from my mother back then. But at that point, they usually don't know. I like saying this: we attract our partners from 2 points, either from a point of wholeness, WHOLE, whole as in complete, or from our holes, HOLES.
Yeah.
So that's why you mentioned healing, and healing is so important because whoever you partner with, itakuwa either because out of the emotional holes, mashimo, hoping that the other person will make you whole. Like now, the guys wanting to do that, they're hoping that they'll get what they didn't get from their mother. They'll feel, and the same thing we do that as ladies also. If probably maybe I had an absentee father, I'll be more emotionally attracted. And people ask to possibly marry men. Why? Because I know subconsciously they will never leave me. And I am so used to not having someone holding fort for me. So I know that man is safe. That man is safe because he's married to someone else. So he's mine but not mine. So I am safe. I'll never get...
I've got everything I need without the responsibility and commitment. I was about to say in terms of what you talk about, rebellion, aggressiveness. I take us back again to the animal kingdom. When you look at the pride of lions, right? The lioness is aggressive like crazy. You can actually, it's easier for you to walk through, a group of male lions than female lions. They're very aggressive, and with all that, they're very feisty and all that, right? Even to the male lions, when they go like that, you see the male lions back off. But don't ever, for one mistake, think that male lion being allowing itself to be domineered. Don't for 1 second think that it's a win. Try and touch that lioness.
Yeah.
You will see a totally different male lion.
Yeah.
Right? Now that's how it's supposed to be. Where I'm confident in who I am, to the point that I let you be, because I'm like, hi and hello isn't. If you do whatever you want, but you see, at the same time, I'm doing it in such a way that you are confident. You know that I'm letting you do whatever you think. When you need me, I will be there.
Yeah.
See, now where you are having a problem, like when I need these guys, they ain't gonna be there.
They're not there. Yeah.
I'm having a man with me. I'm having a man with me, but I'm alone.
Yeah.
As opposed to, all right, this guy tells me do your thing.
Yeah.
But I know when even when it's me who's done the wrong thing, in the bedroom he'll be like, you are wrong. But out there, you're not touching a woman.
When you talk about domineering, I was wondering what is that? What is, however, what he's saying is very true. That most of the time, psychologically, the things that attract us, and no, this is from experience, the things that attract us to a woman are good. And so I see you are allow me to use this word, you're loud in what you're doing. You're winning. You're winning at the marketplace and stuff. And this is the kind of chick I'm thinking, wow.
Yeah.
But most men have ended up, after now you come together, they shortchange you. They start to complain about the things that made you who you are.
The things that attracted them to you in the first place.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you have to look, this thing is attracting this guy to me, but does he, okay, we all
have the
said
capacity.
Capacity,
Yeah,
thank
it is
you.
secure enough.
I saw where it was.
Yeah, capacity,
Yeah.
because you complement each other and you're compatible in this season. But life is dynamic.
Yeah.
When things change, and in this society, when the man becomes the husband officially, legally, they start to flex. So if you used to go and do this kind of recording, this guy can tell you today you're not going to do that.
Right.
And when you say, no, I have to go, he will be like, you're being disrespectful. You know, listen to me. And so you have to look at the character of this person as much as they're attracted to you.
But someone else can come and say, I can actually come and say, but then you're not going for that recording. Like, okay.
Yeah.
Why? Because
Is a better reason.
you trust me. You're like,
Yes.
you see,
Yes.
you're saying no.
Yeah.
You trust me. You know that I will not say that unless
It is
it's for your good. As opposed to, you're not going because I don't want you to be on set, because people will see you, and then now people start to look for you. See, there's a difference. There's a big difference.
May grace come upon me to the point where I am told you're not going, and I'll not go. Like,
Trust
why?
me. When that person comes, and then you'll know it to the point that the voice they say it with, say, babe, you're not going for this. And you'll be like, okay. But then you don't even ask for any
It's been 10
explanation.
years. I mean,
By the way,
go through
you will be
classes.
so surprised. You don't need to.
You don't need classes. What he's saying is that guy hasn't come. Just go there.
But
Love
he
will
might
find
be
you.
sitting next to you.
Love will find you. Love will find you. Love will find you. But I wanted to take us back to scripture.
Yes.
Biblically, this thing of, after dating CD for how long and everything, and for me, love is commitment.
Yeah.
God is love. I don't feel feelings as a God, but I know God is committed to me. And in fact, he committed to me before I was even born, before I got saved. Now, when you come into a context and we start to go by feelings and attraction, I think we miss something. That's just me in this season. That's what I'm thinking. Yes, I need to be attracted. I need to some goosebumps here and there. However,
Goosebumps are nice.
yeah, we feel nice, but you can wake up tomorrow feeling, if there are goosebumps, they are now Mount Kenya and Mount Longonot. As in, there are things you can't go over.
Yeah.
And so where do you take that? But if I see you and I tell you, Wanjiku, I'm committed to you.
That's powerful.
I know we will fight. You are this aggressive, I am this, but we are coming together. We want to make life together, enjoy together, be my life partner. Yeah? I will love you and you will love me and we will walk together. This commitment is what I think lacks, because if I was committed to you from the onset, there are things I want to do towards you. And ladies, you do it so well in your relationships and stuff. You're committed to each other. Ndio mnaweza kaa huko msengenye your husbands and everything.
Yeah.
I'm a boyfriend, somebody has hit on you, you call Wanjiku. Imagine that guy send me this. There is some level of friendship that can't be broken. You are there. And so I think, and when I look at the Bible, imagine Akina Isaac, how he married. He didn't even have time to date the second meeting. Aliletewa dem, walitumana wale manko wakachekimuli nini, na akaletwa. Na akacheka sema sawa, kaende, commitment. God bless that marriage.
Yeah.
They didn't divorce, did
Love
they?
the person you married.
Yes.
Not
Marry the person you love.
Don't marry the person you love. Love the person you marry.
I would add, love marriage. When you love marriage,
You first of all have to understand what marriage
is and how it will change your life as you get in.
Yeah.
Because some of this aggressiveness means you don't need them to tell you no. But as you enter this, like now we are recording.
Yeah.
If anybody enters here, they
Keep quiet.
why? Because they know there's a recording going on. But because we enter into marriage without enough awareness, tunataka kuwa unruly and aggressive kule.
You know, for me, the saddest thing that has happened to me even in my relationships, and people tell me, Tony, you spoiled these women. You gave them too much. You allowed them, you allow them into your life too much.
Really?
And so that's why they kind of almost destroyed you. And I say it, but I do not know how to love any other way other than to be vulnerable to that person. And the one thing I've always said is, trust me enough to just take care of me. Be vulnerable. Don't forget about society. Just trust me and see where I take us to. And I've never gotten that person yet. And I'm like, if only I could just, because see, there's a thing of, all right, fine, so you tried to do this, found, maybe support elsewhere, try to, all these other things, and see where it's gotten us to. And I have been consistent in one thing. Trust me in this. Even when I fail, do not break the trust. Call me out on where I failed, but just trust me in this and say, I know you got this. I know you can get us there. And then stick here. Because if you run, I'm not running after you.
All right.
You take off, I'm not coming after you.
All
but
right.
if you stand here, you will see what I'm capable of doing and where I will get us. Because I know where I'm going. And I'm going to get there with or without you.
Yes, sir. There is life after divorce. You can date after divorce, but you gotta heal first.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us.
Before you say thank you, Wanjiku, let's finish this thing. Tony here is saying he hasn't met such a person. I almost said, can we just stop and pray for for the manifestation of such a person?
Hallelujah.
I wanted to
The day the Lord has made.
I was just laying a foundation for what I wanted to add, a biblical aspect to this.
Yes.
Perhaps it affected me and affected many in their first marriages or second marriages or third marriages. The Bible is very clear about husband and wife. Husbands, love your
Wives.
Like Christ.
Wives,
Forget that part.
do what? Respect and honor. Respect
Submit.
and honor.
When you fall under submission.
Yeah, so respect and honor. Now, we need to investigate that. The reason is, when the conscious coach here chooses not to do things that are not respectful to me, or to dishonor me, the things that I judge that are dishonoring, what will I do? I will respond, say things, or act in a manner to suggest I don't love you.
Yeah.
So you feel the pain, and then as you grapple with that pain, you're likely to continue doing things
take
that
it
are
back.
dishonoring. So it's always, that is what we do in marriage.
Let me put it this way.
Yeah.
You disrespect me, I will sleep outside. Same thing.
That's just one of the actions.
You see the way you react when I've gone out and slept out? That's how I feel when you disrespect me.
In most conversations and conflicts in marriage or with your boyfriend, thank you. The grace is sufficient. May grace suffice. But in most conflicts, do you realize for men, they'll always say she doesn't respect me.
Don't love me.
In
don't
fact,
respect me.
it could be infidelity you're dealing with the man. But the way you're talking to a third party, utasikia hadili na infidelity, anasema she doesn't
Respect me.
and you're wondering where's this?
You went and slept out.
So the challenge is, the challenge to us and every other person, understand what respect and honor means to a man, and understand what love means to a woman. In this day and age, many women tend to love men.
Yeah.
So it's opposite.
Instead of
You
respect,
focus on love.
Yes.
Okay.
The things you want to receive are the things you are
That should
doing
be another
towards me.
episode, all on its own.
Yeah.
So you want to receive flowers,
You're giving them to the
so
man.
you are giving them to the man.
Someone once said that. Tell a woman to describe her perfect man, and she'll describe another woman.
Yeah.
Parting shot, life goes on. When your marriage ends, you don't have to necessarily
parting shot.
remarry. You can be single. You can you just be single, or you can go back to your former spouse after healing and they are healed. Or if you have to, make sure you get the best version of your ex.
Parting shot for me, when you're going through divorce or pain or whatever it is, please remember the kids are going through the same thing as well. So please don't forget that. When you're dating and you're introducing James, Mark, I don't know, Henry to the kids, and you break up with them, please remember they're also struggling with abandonment. They don't get, mom was dating Henry and they're no longer together. They get, dad left me, Henry has left me, Mark has left me. So even when you're dating, please just navigate carefully when you're introducing these people to your kids, because unless it's something that both of you are committed to, if it's just a casual relationship, don't bring people to your kids that will leave them, and then your kids will be left with abandonment wounds.
Yeah.
Next thing, a partnership from me.
Yeah.
Life is good. Live it one day at a time.
Hallelujah.
Focus on what you believe in yourself. Be whole and focus on your vision. And then the people who are supposed to be part of you, if it's a spouse, she will have to come and find her place in your life. He will have to come and find his place in your life as you find your place in their life. The moment you do not know your place in someone's life, they are not for you.
Sure. All right. Thank you, guys. Until next time.